Yes guys, what is up? Hope everybody is keeping well and welcome back to the channel. Gameweek 31, blank Gameweek 31, and as you can see on the screen here, we've got a few fires to put out in the team. Hope everybody is keeping well. Do let us know where you're watching from in the world. I can see Saw Doctor is watching us from sunny Galway. I'm not sure if you can hear the outside, the windows are open and there's a few kids playing outside, so hopefully that's not coming up on the mic. Who else we got here? We've got Karaoke, Yo, Cooper and Joshua in the chat, lads. Hope everybody is keeping well on this. And we've got Ryan as well on this sunny Friday evening. This is how we're shaping up. We'll get quickly into our, while the questions are coming in, we'll get quickly into our gaming review last week. 58 points last week. 3k rank increase from 46 to 43k. If you tuned in last week, I was panicking about this player, bringing him in, Mo Salah. Gave him the armband, Haaland blanked, Bruno hauled. The whispers started on Twitter that he was going to be benched alongside Ekatike. He was benched. Unfortunately, he couldn't return in his last 30 minutes or so cameo. Then he gets injured on Wednesday night, and now I have to take him out of the team. So that was definitely a mistake. This is what happens when you take risks in the game. Thankfully, the Brentford lads on Monday night got us a green hour, combining for a 14-pointer between Dango and Thiago. We're okay though. 43k overall, all our chips left to play. Look, I'm content with taking that risk. It didn't pay off. It's probably going to push me into a -4 this week then as well. Mukalele is a bit of a doubt. I'm still going to start Mukalele, and I don't think I want to stay over the player that I'm looking at bringing in. Also, if you watch the video or if you watch my real content, you already know what's coming anyway. And yeah, I think Salah's going to have to go. 35 on the chat, which is great to see. We're on the road to 9k subs. We're about 62 or 63 off hitting 9k subs. If this is your first time coming across the channel, head on down there, please. Click subscribe on the channel. It'd be great to hit 9k before the end of the month. I thought it was going to be possible. The Ireland game might mess up that with the content, but sure, look, let's try and see if we can get close to it on this stream. Anyway, that's my rambling out of the way. Oh yeah, and also we have a few of these packs open then as well. So once we get to 20 likes, we'll be opening these World Cup packs then as well. So get those in. I'll keep an eye on that. Right, let's get straight to the team. Or let's get straight to the questions over on YouTube, because the Patreon questions are coming in like crazy. I was working today then as well. I know there's a few from the Patreon watching this then as well. Don't worry, I will get back to you before the deadline. We still have 56 minutes or so. Anyway, right, Mohammed, Captain Bruno, Wilson better. Bruno's a safe pick. If you want a bit of a differential pick this week, Wilson is your go-to man there. Even Thiago, I like Thiago in that Leeds fixture. Could have had a hat-trick against Wolves on Monday night. So I don't mind Thiago if you want to go that route also. Why not Captain Wilson at my rank now? I think it was risky enough captaining Salah last week. This is a week where I just have to play it cool. Don't want any red arrows after coming up to a 2-week break anyway. And I do think Bruno can still do well tonight. Bournemouth are significantly better in defence than Aston Villa were last week, but Bruno's three games in a row he's returned anyway. I think he's going to make it 4-4. A lot of routes to points, penalties, defcons, set pieces. We all know Bruno. I don't need to be explaining Bruno. But yeah, if you want to play it safe, it has to be Bruno Fernandes captain. If you're looking for a differential, nothing wrong with Wilson or nothing wrong with Thiago either. And do you know what? We're going to get that started straight away. So Gameweek 31 captaincy poll. Get that up and running quickly. Let's see what the chat is saying here. Bruno. Not Ekatike. Let's go Wilson. Thiago. Do you know what? We'll even throw in a Palmer there as well. Palmer there too. Right. Let's get that up and going. Right. Back to the chat here. What are we saying? Esterasipi. Hey man, I've one free transfer and my midfield is Enzo, Szoboszlai, Wilson, Tavernier and Bruno. I've 5.2 million in the bank. Bump up Marquis to someone to upgrade the midfielders. I'm fielding 11. Guy to Pedro, get that done. You're all good there. Cameron, afternoon mate. Hope you're good. I'm 88k overall. Good man Cameron. I've got Martinez, Van Dijk, Hill, Gahey, Tavernier, Palmer, Bruno, Wilson, KDB. I'm assuming that's Dewsbury Hall. Thiago, Krupi Jr. Gabriel, Haaland, Richards on the bench. If you want to do Haaland, it depends if you've got your wildcard then as well. A lot of people are, obviously you're listening to content creators then as well, but don't be copying content creators strategy if they don't have the same chip usage as you. I'm seeing a lot of people that aren't looking towards wildcarding in in game week 32, or they're not talking about triple captaincy then as well. If you've got your triple captain, I know if you're wildcard, you're going to be wanting to be bench boosting in game week 33, but at least with that Crystal Palace getting through in that European tie last night, that probably cements City getting another double game week in 34, 35, 36, could even be 33. Then, or no, I think it's going to be either 34, 35 or 36. That's great news as someone like myself who still has our triple captain then as well. But whatever chip strategy you're looking to do, look at your own chips first. I'm seeing too many posts on Twitter and people saying, why aren't you talking about triple captaincy? When do we use that? Yeah, just, I don't know how else to say it. Just look at your own chips before you start wondering about other people's plans. But for me, I'm looking at a wildcard 32, bench boost 33, free hit 34 when the teams who double in 33 blank. And then I'm going to be looking at a potential triple captain on Erling Haaland or Semenyo when that double game gets announced for City. And thankfully, Palace got through in that tie. Anyway, Cameron, I'm hoping. Alright, what are we saying? Martinez, Van Dijk, Hill, Gahey, Tavernier, Palmer, Bruno, Wilson, Dewsbury Hall, Krupi, Thiago. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're fine, so you've made your transfers there. I've got 2 free transfers and debating swapping out Gahey and Krupi out. Who would you pick? I'm debating a risk with Richarlison for Krupi. Use wildcard already. Yeah, if you've used your wildcard already, I wouldn't be getting Richarlison into your team. Your team is fine there. You've got 11 for this week anyway. So don't bother with that. You're fine with the 11. There's no point getting Richarlison in if you're wildcarding. That's where I went off on the tangent there. So I was looking at the wildcard. Yeah. If you've already used your wildcard, don't be bringing in 1 week punts where you'll want to be getting rid of them next week. So no, Cameron, I'd leave off that. Save your free transfers. Going to bench boost 33, free hit 34. Hold your transfers for a bench boost if you want to build. It's going to be especially hard to build that without a wild card, so hold your transfers for that. 2 free transfers, you're in a decent position, so leave off that then as well. Cooper, Munoz to Thiago or Anderson, target Fulham defence. But I can see you're leaning towards more to Thiago, or do a role and pray that Mukiele plays. I think he will play. I've got a stave on the bench if Mukiele doesn't play, or will have a stave on the bench if Mukiele doesn't play. But I'd prefer, if you're on wildcard, go Anderson, or if you have your wildcard, still to come, go Anderson. If you don't have your wildcard, go Thiago, because Newcastle should have that double in 33. But if you have your wildcard, target Fulham this week. Connor Cronin, Richards, O'Reilly, Semenyo and Haaland to Thiago, Gordon, Szoboszlai, Palmer, Thiago. JP, 5 free transfers, wildcard and free hits still to play. Richards, O'Reilly, Semenyo and Haaland to Thiago, Gordon, Szoboszlai, Palmer, Thiago. If that's setting you up for 10-11 players this week, Connor, go for it. You still have your wildcard, so why not go for it? Zetlin, -8 to field 11 players, Wilson and Palmer in for Salah and Semenyo. -8, not too fussed about that, to be honest with you. I'd probably prefer Palmer over Wilson. Sending the rest of the teams there, Zetlin, but -8, it's technically a -4 in a blank game week. It's not the worst. If it's setting yourself up, I do think Wilson is going to return well alongside Palmer then too. Not mad on the -8, but you know what, it's technically a -4. Maybe, just maybe go for it. Brought in Gordon for Semenyo, nothing wrong with that. And my wildcard next week, pretty much, yeah, I'm going to be setting myself up for a wildcard. You can see the team here. Maybe let's move to the transfer page, because if there's somebody new joining this stream, they're going to be looking at that team. How is this person 43k overall? We're actually not set up too bad for the week then as well. So Salah's going to have to go and Guy is going to have to go, and that'll get me 3-4-3 this week anyway. So Hill, Virgil and Mukiele. Fingers crossed Mukiele can play. Better chance of him getting DEFCON or an attacking return over Esteve. If this is the week Burnley get their clean sheet, I wouldn't say no to it, to be fair. John Amara watching me on the TV here. Good stuff. Pre-match Cocoa Pops and you on the big screen, Jono. Love that. I won't go into the message just yet. I'll save that as a treat after this stream. I just saw it pop up on the phone there. Good stuff. But Mac Navidi, yes, I'm looking to wildcard next week. Captain Bruno Wilson is better. If you're chasing, go Wilson. If not, Bruno, hold it there. 5 free transfers locked in. Mini wildcard Colin, nothing wrong with that. Kieran Sweeney, would you sell Ryan for Gordon and bench Mbeumo, or sell Justin for Leeds for Anderson? Go for Anderson. If you have Mbeumo, you have to hope he plays anyway, so just start him. 6-7 from Sophie in the chat there, or Sophie Will, however you say that, sorry. Bring in João Pedro or no, play Esteve or Mukiele. Bring in Joe Pedro, yes. Play a Ukulele then as well. For Gahey, I'm debating Van Heck, Thiaw, not sure who else can afford almost anyone. For Gahey, I'm debating Van Heck, Thiaw, not sure who else can afford almost anyone. If you don't have Virgil, get Virgil in. If you want to get for Anderson, I'll be targeting Fulham defence this week. Semenyo to Palmer, if you can do that, yeah, if you have the funds, get that done. For Bruggen or Dubravka. Hi man, how's it going? Any thoughts to play chips? Cod Roberto? No chips this week. I can two transfers will get me 11. One transfer will get me potentially 11, but it's just taking a risk whether or not Ukulele starts. So that's what I'm probably going to push into -4. Would you pick Watkins or JP? JP easily. Captain Bruno Wilson, which is better? Bruno is safe. Bruno's a safe one. Bring in João Pedro or no, play a Stave or Ukulele. Bring in João Pedro, yes, play a Ukulele. John, hey, just joined. I've got Kelleher, Dubravka, Chalobah, Van Dijk, Gabriel, Cash, Gahey, Bruno Fernandes, Anderson, Wilson, Dango, Semenyo, Haaland, Thiago, Krupi. 2 free transfers, 3.8 million, all 4 chips available. Any advice, please? Chalobah's going to have to go, so the Dubravka, Chalobah to Anderson there. Van Dijk, Cash is fine, 3 defenders there. Bruno Fernandes, Anderson, Wilson, Dango, 3-4, and then Haaland, Thiago. Haaland to JP. You can probably do Semenyo to Palmer. That sets you up nicely then for this week there, John. Let us know there with all 4 chips to play, 2 free transfers. Sort out your team then next week with the wild card then. Should I play a Hill over Road on or KDH since I've Bruno and Mbeumo? If you're in the luxury where you can bench people this week, I'd play Dewsbury Hall over him. Go with that, yeah. Chelsea probably will concede. I can see them getting a few goals in that game anyway. Yeah, I'd play the attacker there. Will Somerville play? Didn't see any updates on Somerville. Let's have a look here. I was travelling back from the darts this morning, so let's see if there's any update on Somerville. Aston Villa, West Ham. Somerville's out this week. There you go, David Noonan. He's out for this week. Haaland blanked last week again. Sell to Ekatike and start to Wilson. Maybe wildcard next week. Lenny McCarthy, go for it. Nothing wrong with that. Kieran, would you sell Ryan for Gordon and bench Mbeumo? Keep Mbeumo. Get Anderson for Fulham. Go for that. 5 free transfers locked in. Mini wildcard. Good stuff. Nigel McNamara. Only 8 players. Is it worth taking a -4? Haaland, Rice, Chalobah to Ekatike, Gordon and Thiaw. Nothing wrong with that for a -4. Technically a -2. All good there. Go for it. Colin, how do I feel about Gordon? Nothing wrong with Gordon. I just prefer Palmer. I can get the Palmer. I want some Chelsea cover. That's why I'm going Palmer. But Gordon on penalties, playing up front. Nothing wrong with going that if you want to have Gordon in the team. I still think Palmer is a better option and a nice 1 week punt also. Well, Niall, happy Friday. 115k. Need to replace Chalobah to get 11 players. Would you punt on Hall or play safe with Thiaw? Go Anderson or Fulham. I'd go out of those two. If you want to pick either out of those, punt on Hall maybe. Why not? But I'd go Anderson or Fulham. Ahmed, give Rodgers a chance at home against West Ham or bring in Gordon at home against Sunderland. Probably give it to Rodgers. Give him a chance against West Ham. It depends. If you're wildcarding next week, Ahmed, why not just take a punt? Maybe go with Gordon. If not, save the transfer on Rodgers. He's already playing this week. Keep him in the team. But if you're wildcarding next week, get Gordon in for a punt. Curl around the world of 2 free transfers and looking for some advice. Sarah out for Gordon or Sabasai. I already have Wilson and Haaland out for João Pedro. Haaland to João Pedro is fine. I already have Ekatike and Thiago. That's fine. Sarah out for Gordon or Sabasai. Probably I like Szoboszlai too, to be fair. He's going to be on penalties with Salah out, but probably just about Gordon. There's going to be goals in that Liverpool and Brighton game. Unfortunately, Salah is out. Probably just Gordon just about there. Martin McCormick, worth a free transfer to take out Ukulele for Bassi? Don't think so. Is it worth a free transfer? Can sell Haaland either? Probably would go with Haaland out there, yeah. Keep Ukulele in case he plays. But I'm assuming if you take out Haaland, you want to play the striker. Surely you can play a Ukulele over the likes of Nastave in your team. Go with that. Mr. Tam, need to bring a defender in to give a full 11. O'Reilly has been sacrificed. Already owned Van Dijk, Hill. Best option, Anderson against Burnley. Semenyo to... Where are you gone there? Where are you gone? Semenyo, Kai's rate 187. Semenyo to Szoboszlai or Haaland to Bowen Richarlison. Probably going to wildcard 32 also. Should I take a -4 to get Ukulele to Pedro Porro to guarantee 11? Don't think that's worth a -4 of selling Ukulele. If you're selling someone who definitely won't be playing, there's still a chance Ukulele could play. Semenyo to Szoboszlai, Haaland to Bowen Richarlison, JP if you don't have JP. Haaland to JP is probably going there. Semenyo to Szoboszlai, you might have a bit of money tied up in Semenyo to be fair. But out of those, Haaland to Bowen if you really have to do it. If not, Haaland to João Pedro, and get yourself a Chelsea player in there then as well. I've 10 players playing karaoke. Should I do Semenyo to Gordon or Haaland to JP? Then wildcard. My bench boost is already used. Haaland to JP, get that done. Parksy, High Nile of 11 players. If Tarkowski plays, would you use a free transfer to back up in case he doesn't? It sounds like Tarkowski's going to be fine. So I think you're all good there. Cod Roberto, I have 10 players to play. Another one is a doubt Mukulele, and I plan to sell Mukulele. It's between Thiaw and Cash. Who's your recommendation? Go for the Newcastle man. Skipped my comment, mate. Saw Doctor, what did you say? How did I miss that? What did you say, Saw Doctor? Was that just about the sunny day in Galway? No? Or where are you gone? Send it in, Saw Doctor, again. Apologies. I'm scrolling through there. I can't see it. But it is sunny. I can only see the sunny day in Galway one. Apologies that I did miss it. Send it in again there, and I won't skip it this time. Apologies. Evening, start Rodgers or João Pedro. João Pedro, you're in great position. So if you're benching Rodgers this week, do I think Anchampom and Ronaldo starts this week? Let's have a look at Ronaldo. Why wouldn't he anyway, first off? Or did he not play the last couple of weeks? No, he didn't. Well, there you go. No, I don't think he's going to start. And with the Chelsea lads, it's better off to make a transfer, I think. Who would you captain and vice captain out of Bruno, Gordon, Wilson and JP? Bruno captain, Wilson vice. Annie, Mono first there. Mono, sorry, down at the bottom. What are we saying? Sanchez, Alderete, Van de Ven, Van Dijk, Bruno Fernandes, Mbeumo, Enzo, Wilson, Thiago, Krupi, Haaland. Subs of Dubravka, Gabriel, Semenyo, Mateus Nunes. I've only got 2 free transfers, but I got bench boost and free hit left. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You've got 10 players. Haaland to who's your strikers there? Haaland to João Pedro. Get that done. All good there, Mono. 1 free transfer there. Then you can look towards wildcarding next week. Let me know if that's alright, man. Do I think Mukulele is going to start? I do think there's a chance. He starts, but I'm happy enough to take a hit in case he doesn't. I'd prefer to have João Pedro playing up front. I won't make my transfers just yet, but let's see. Well, lad, I'm screwed this week. I've 8 players and 1 free transfer. Already used wildcard. I don't know whether the free hit. I'm still 2k. Mike, don't think I'd free hit just yet. 9 players with 1 free transfer. Nothing wrong with that at all. Go with that. Are you making 2 transfers or just 1? I'll be making 2 transfers. Number 2 rank in India. 8 players have 3 free transfers, need 2 defenders. Already have Van Dijk. Start to Wilson or Gordon. Get Wilson in for that Burnley fixture. Definitely do. Need 2 defenders. Anderson and one of Newcastle's, Hall or Thiaw. Right, let's get through this here then. Saw Doctor, send that in again there. Apologies, I can't see your question. I was scrolling up and down there again. Mustafa. Oh yeah, we were saying that. Get rid of, or get a transfer in those. I don't think those 2 players are going to start. Psycho, who would you captain and vice captain? Bruno Fernandes captain, Wilson vice. Gavin, DCL or Raul please this week. Raul. It sounds like Raul is going to start anyway, so go with that. How's the like total? Have we hit 20 likes just yet? Let's see if we have. We're on 23 likes. Good stuff. Keep the likes coming. When we hit 40 likes, we're going to open our next pack. But it's time for a pack. Keep the questions coming. This is a Panini World Cup trading cards. They were only out last week, so keep the likes coming and we'll get another pack open there. Pulisic first off there, lovely goal machine. Pulisic, is that Modric there of Croatia? 2 shinies to start off. Modric icon is good going. Contenders, are Ireland there? No, they're not. No, they are not. Someone from Uruguay by the looks of that there. Who is that? Caceres, fair enough. Someone from Poland or Switzerland. I'm going to guess Switzerland, is it? No, Canada. Not even going to try to pronounce his name. Goalkeeper of the nation. Can't even see that there. No, don't know who that is. Fair enough. No clue. Next up there, another goalkeeper of Switzerland, Gregor Kobel. And finishing off, that's Inaki Williams, isn't it? Or Nico Williams. Wow. Very good. Right, that's pack number 1 out of the way. Let's get back to the stream here. Keep the questions coming. What are we on there now? 10 to 6. 40 minutes left or so. Yeah, Raul or DCL? I'll be going Raul there. Psycho, would you consider going for Van Heck instead of Hill this week? Nothing wrong with it if you want. Hill, I think Hill is guaranteed DEFCON tonight now. Not guaranteed, but he's a better chance of getting DEFCON over Van Heck, so I'd go with that. Hill or Bournemouth or Michael Keane start at the back. Hill for DEFCON. Neither playing defender under 3.8 million. Who should I go for? Wow, I don't think there's even a playing 3.8 million defender, is there? I think Hill is your next best shout. 3.8, get rid of Ronaldo there. Rodon's 3.9. Don't think you're going to get a 3.8. Ekdal, maybe. Does he play? No. You're not going to get a 3.8. No. Unfortunately not. Rodon is your next shout, but he's 3.9. Unless you get 0.1 of a million from somewhere. But I don't think you'll be able to. Well, lad, I'm screwed this week. 8 players, yeah. If you've already got one free transfer, get up to 9 players. That's all good there. Thoughts on Kruby Mins and him starting? Alex Kelly, if you have him, just start him. He'll get minutes tonight, whether that's starting or not. Not much help that in a blank game. A point is better than nothing, so just start him anyway. Gordon or Palmer this week. I have the option to get 2. I'm looking towards Palmer. Mo in the chat there. Mo, I can just see it. Did I forget my phone downstairs? No, I did not. The phone is here. Let's get Mo's help here now for him because he's on the stream here. Good stuff. Right. Keep the subs coming if you can at all. We're 61 subs off hitting 9k subs. It'd be great to hit that on stream. We've got 61 exactly on the stream here at the moment. Let's see here. No, mate, was thinking someone Gordon had to be aggressive with Haaland to Jimenez. Have 2 free transfers. You have your wildcard at least, Mo. So Virgil, Justin, Senesi, Van de Ven, Wilson, Dango, Bruno, Semenyo is there 2. Thiago, João Pedro, Haaland to Ekitike there, I think. Haaland to Ekitike. TK. Oh my god. Sorry about that, Mo. It's predictive text 3 times. I have 2 free transfers then. Would you sort out anywhere else? Haaland to Ekitike. Semenyo to Palmer. Right, Mo, let me know if that's alright. I was typing extremely quick there, so apologies for all those misspellings there. Gordon or Palmer this week? I think I'm looking towards Palmer. Howie and I hope all's well. Need to use 1 transfer to get the full 11. Can transfer Chalobah or Mane. Probably would get Thiago or Hall for Chalobah or go Bone or JP up front. I have Palmer. Get JP in there then as well. Get that done there. I've just free hitting bench boost left for Mono. Yeah, 2 free transfers there, Mono. Haaland to João Pedro will get you your 10. 11, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haaland to João Pedro. There's your 10 players or 11 players this week. Which they use 3 free transfers this week to remove the blank players and then wildcard this week or next week Vivid. I'd probably be looking towards that. Yeah, go with that if you can at all. Right, what else are we saying here? Mike, team is Sanchez, Dubravka, Gabriel, Mukiele, Van Dijk, Timber, Richards, Bruno, Szoboszlai, Wilson, Sarr, Dango, Haaland, Ekitike, Mane. How many free transfers, Mike? Let us know. Dubravka there, Dubravka, Mukiele, Van Dijk. So you need a defensive transfer at least. Bruno, Szoboszlai, Wilson, Sarr, Dango, Haaland, Ekitike, Mane. Let me know how many transfers you have, Mike, and we'll get helping to you there. Enzo to Gordon. It's a bit of a luxury move that this week. If you have enough players elsewhere, go for that. So I'd go for it. Is Salah to Verts risky? No, I'm not looking towards Verts. I'm looking towards Palmer myself, but because Salah's out, Verts will play, so get that done. What's my transfer plans, lad? We'll get into that shortly then as well. I've got 10 players, no wildcard. Do you think some of my defence is a must? I don't want to take Arsenal defence away. Let me know what else your defence is. If you're looking for a defender this week, incognito, get one of Anderson or one of the Newcastle lads in. Who we replacing Salah with? Sakib. I'm looking towards Palmer for that. Set my team up there referring to my 2k rank, 1 free transfer. Mike, what are we saying? Yeah, all good there. Right, so 2 free transfers, is it? Where are you gone there, Mike? Did you delete the message? No. 1 free transfer. So Dubravka, Mukiele, Van Dijk is 3. Bruno's 4. Szoboszlai is 5. Wilson is 6. Dango's 7. Ekitike is 8. Mane is. Are Wolves playing this week or are they blank? They're blanking, yes. There's your 8, fair enough. 2 will get you to 10 for a -2 technically, so I'd probably do 2 free transfers there, Mike. So what are you doing? Haaland, if you have all the chips left, if you have your wildcard left, Haaland to João Pedro, and probably would go Sarr to Palmer if you can afford that. It's technically a -2, all good there. You're technically breaking even, actually bringing in players that play for players that blank. So I do that -4, technically breaking even. Go with those 2, get that done. Incognito, let us know your rest of your defence there. But yeah, Fulham are Newcastle defender there. Gavin, no bother at all. Sakib looking towards Palmer. David, do you think getting Rodgers is good now since he's safe for the fixtures? Palmer, Gordon, Wilson are all better options than Rodgers this week. Hi Niall, have 5 free transfers, all chips available. Would you go Haaland, Ekatika, Rice to Wilson, have 10 playing? Go with that, yeah. Even do another transfer to get 11 if you need to get 11 with 5 free transfers. Get that done. Jack, play Dango. Or Tavernier, play Dango. It will be over Wilson. Wilson is your man this week. Keane is my 11 player. Will I get a cover on the bench to be safe or roll the transfer? Thinking Anderson. If it's for free, no harm making a transfer. Keane should probably play, but it's a bit of a risk, so no harm making a transfer to set yourself up for that. Codriberto, if I sell Mukaleda to Newcastle defender, where are you gone there, Codriberto? If I sell Mukaleda to Newcastle defender, which is Thiaw, you think Thiaw is better than Hall to buy this week? My defenders, Van Dijk, Anderson, Hill and Gabriel. I'd nearly keep Mukaleda, nothing wrong with that. Looks like you've cover. Let me know the rest of the team there, Codriberto, but I wouldn't be doing that transfer, especially not for a hit. For free, borderline, but no, not for a hit there at all. Take Haaland out for Pedro for my team, Mike. Go with that, yeah. Adam, really not sure what to do this week. 10 players starting. Pickford, Anderson, Virgil, Hill, Dango, Bruno, Wilson, Wirtz, João Pedro, Thiago. 1 start Salah. Salah to Palmer. Easy does it there. That's your 11 players. There you go. Alex, have a glance at Patreon there, and I'll don't have to reply there. You can answer here if you can. Right, Alex, let's get you up. Good man. How are we looking here? Right. 2 minutes to 6, 32 minutes to go until the deadline. We're on 34 likes I can see then as well. 6 likes more and we're opening our next pack then as well. Right, how are we looking here? Loads of messages to get back here. We'll go with first. What's your opinion on Bowen or Rule? Or Pedro? Has to be Pedro. Pedro with ownership. Right, grand. Alex, do you know which one you messaged into? Probably the team reviews, is it? Where are you here now? Here we go. FPL, what do you think about those 4 free transfers? Wildcard next game. I'm thinking of benching Pedro just to have some cover on the bench. At least got a 4 million dead forward. So you're looking at bringing in Thiaw for O'Reilly, fair enough. Palmer for Semenyo. Gordon for Miley and Pedro. So that'll leave you Dubravka, Thiaw, Virgil, Mukalele, 3. Then you're benching Pedro. Giving yourself a bit of a benching headache there, Alex. Bit of benching headache there. Not mad on benching JP. Let me know what you think there, Alex, but probably looking at that, Thiaw one is fine. Virgil, Thiaw, Mukalele, Palmer, Wilson, Bruno, Rodgers, JP, Thiago, Ekatika. You could even nearly bench Rodgers if you had to. Could bench Rodgers if you had to. Right, let me know if that's alright, Alex. Good man. Right, plenty of messages to get back here. Thoughts here. Anderson, Soboslai for Rice and Richards. That gets you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. First one there. Branmere, all good. Good man. 4 free transfers here. Peter, Raya, wow, you have a lot. So Dubravka, Anderson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's going to have to be Chalobah, Gahey, Chalobah to Virgil, Gahey. 4 free transfers. Haaland to, oh my god, why is the predictive text messing up today? Haaland to Ekatika. What else are we saying? Chalobah to Anderson. No, you have him already. To Virgil. Semenyo to Palmer. Oh my god, why is Palmer if wildcarding next week? Right, Peter, let me know if that's alright. Back to the YouTube chat. We're going to chop and change in between the two. Alex, let me know if that's alright, man. Good stuff. Where are we gone there? Perfect. Take Semenyo out over Rice. Take Rice out, Mo, if you're wildcarding next week. Keep Semenyo if you want to keep him with the money you've saved up in him. The Vaughan have 2 free transfers of 11 players, but Krupi's minutes concern me. Should I sell Haaland for Pedro or Ekatika to avoid Krupi bench? Haaland to Pedro. Get that done, yeah. Get that done. Right, plenty to get through here. FPL, should I wildcard? What I was thinking was to bench Semenyo, Ryan, Gabriel and take out Haaland for Ekatika. Who should I replace for Esteve? Let me know what you think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. if you're wild carding. No. Haaland to Eki, Semenyo to Palmer. Let me know if that's alright, Yakub. Good man. A lot of people getting frustrated here. We're trying to jump between the two. Don't worry about that. I know I'm active on the two. Don't worry. Alright, I'm starting Pedros in goal. Should I captain Wilson? So captain Bruno Fernandes if you have Bruno Fernandes. Easy as that. Sanchez, Hill, Rodon, Ukulele, and Mbeumo, Dewsbury Hall, Wilson, Bruno, Anderson, Ekatike, Thiago. Already used wildcard. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You have it. You should just about have 11. Right, Gran Fernando. Good stuff. Dubravka, Esteve, Hill, Virgil, Wilson, Bruno, Rodgers, Dango, Thiago, João Pedro. Got 2 free transfers, 1.3 in the bank. Haaland, Ekatike. Oh my god, this predictive text, Jesus. Haaland to Ekatike and bench Esteve. Grand there. FPL thoughts here, right? Virgil, Esteve, Anderson, Dango, Bruno. Right, 1 free transfer, Wilson. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Haaland to, Salah to, Salah to Palmer. Guy to, what's left? Right, Salah to Palmer. Guy to. Right, let's jump back to the chat here. The Canadian player from the cards looked like he's Stakio. Good story. Look him up when you get the chance. Is it Stakio? Let's have a quick look. Was it him? Right, 3 minutes past 6. Stakio. Right, let's have a look at him later on. Good to know that. Appreciate that. Curl around the world. We'll look into him later. David Fitz, 96. Should I take a hit of -4 to have 10 players or -8 to have 11 players of Mukulele? But currently assuming he's not playing. Take a -4 for 10. Technically -2 in a blank game, so get that done there just to get you up. Mukulele, Hill, Virgil, Esteve, Bruno, Wilson, Salah, Dango, Thiago, Captain, Ekatike. Wow. 1 free transfer, 2.6 in the bank. Salah to Palmer. Ash there, let me know if that's all good. Thoughts here, FPL. I think Salah injuries forced me to use my free hit maybe. Why are you looking to free hit there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Potentially 9. Potentially 9 players. Don't free hit Salah to Palmer. Right, Mark, all good there. Esteve, Virgil, Hill, Semenyo, Bruno, Mbeumo, Sabasai, Wilson, Thiago, Ekatike. Where's yours? Yeah, Semenyo. What's in the bank? Jason there. 1 free transfer. Going to move out Semenyo for either Palmer or Gordon. Apologies, Jason. There, you're underneath that. Palmer. Good man. Is it worth taking a hit here? Tarkowski, Hill, Esteve, Rodgers, Wilson, Bruno, Gordon, Ekatike, Mark Guy. Guy won't play. What's in the bank? Right, all good here. Right, let's get back to here. FPL break coming up for internationals. Can we hook me up with Ireland match ticket? Flights booked, bit of a stretch, but we're the punt. I'd love to be there myself, Lenny. Unfortunately not. Send team on Twitter. 2 free transfers, 4 million in the bank. Right, Saw Doctor, let's get you up here. What are we saying? Are you sure you sent it on Twitter? I haven't got anything on Twitter here, Saw Doctor. What's your username, Saw Doctor? Is it on DMs or where is it? Here we go. James Franco, Saw Doctors. Here we go. Dubravka, Mukulele, Virgil, Bruno, Wilson, Dango, Tavernier, Salah, Ekatike, Thiago, Krupi Jr. What are we doing there? Krupi Jr. in for Salah to Palmer, O'Reilly in. Stave in for O'Reilly. I think you're good to go. Palmer to Salah to Palmer. Saw Doctor. Let me know if that's all right. I think you're good to go then. Right, plenty more messages coming in here then. Khalid, patience Khalid please. 2 free transfers, 0.8 in the bank. Virgil, Esteve, Hill, Mukulele, Salah, Bruno, Wilson, Ekatike, Thiago. What are you going to do there now? Guy on the bench also. 0.8 million in the bank. Semenyo to Gordon and Rice to Palmer. Let me see if you can do that. Right, 6 minutes past 6, so I need to keep an eye on my own team here then as well. I think I'll get Chow for Calaba. Go for it. All good there. Yeah, still have wild card. Right, Finton, good man. Already used wildcard in Gameweek 22. 4 free transfers. What do you recommend for the upcoming game? So I can maybe use bench boost if needed, or should I play this game with few players and 5 free transfers next week? Debrat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Haaland Ekatika, I think. If you can get to 9 or 10 without a hit, that's fine. Just with myself, I'm looking towards potentially making a hit. I think I will take a hit, but it's because I want João Pedro over an Esteve or a Mukulele if he misses out then as well. So that's what I'm looking at there. What else we hear there? So many messages to get through on 4 different platforms. Busy stream today. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Let me know if you need a reply assist in the future. Amount of queries looks like pure stress. Yeah, this is just this is what comes with it then as well. Right, 40 likes in as well. Let's get this next pack open. Probably shouldn't be taking a break from getting back to people yet, but let's take a quick break, get this pack open then as well. Once we hit 60 likes, we're going to open the next one. 7 minutes past 6. Don't stress, we've plenty of time. 23 minutes to go to the deadline. Keep the questions coming in on stream, and we will get back to before the deadline. Don't worry. Right, here we go. Here's pack number 2 of these World Cup cards. Right, so first up there, I'm going to move it here. That's the Portugal crest, of course it is. That's a nice one. Right, who's this shiny one here? That looks cool. Who's that? Master Rookie Wesley of Brazil. That's a cool card. Nice, very good. Is that Dumfries, my mate? No, it's not. Gravenberch, my mate Dumfries from the Fantasy Euro. He's a very good asset. If I'm doing the World Cup, I think Dumfries will have to be there. Who's that now? Demarai Gray. Wow, of Jamaica. Good man, Demarai Gray. Right, who's this now? Is that Ecuador or Colombia? Colombia. John Arias. Very good. Who's up next then? Couldn't even tell you who that is. No clue. Is this a Spanish lad here? No, Belgian lad. Number 3 for Belgium. Who is that? Number 5 for Belgium, the Cooper. He had so much potential in pre-season, the Cooper of Brighton. Just never got off as an FPL asset. And as that... that's a German centre-back. I know it begins with T. I'm going to kick myself when I turn out this name. Jonathan Tah. Of course it is. Right. No major pull in that pack. Once we get the 60 likes, we'll be opening the next pack, so keep the likes coming in on stream. But yeah, we're jumping in between Patreon, YouTube, and Discord then as well. So good stuff. If you are watching and you haven't clicked subscribe, please do head on down there, click subscribe on the channel. We're 59 subs off hitting 9k, and that'd be great to get close to that before the end of the month then as well. Palmer, captain, 60 points behind him in the league. Nothing wrong with it if you want to go for it. If you had to pick one, Thiago or João Pedro in. Depends. If you're holding your rank, João Pedro. If not, I do think Thiago scores more this week, so maybe just Thiago. But I'd like to have the two of them in the team there, definitely. Right, back to the Patreon here. Abdullah is getting impatient. Abdullah, if you're watching, don't worry, I'm going to get back to you. Is everyone wildcarding in 32? Yes. 1 free transfer. Should I just roll? Go for the roll there. Yeah, your team looks alright. Hey Niall, how are you keeping? All good, man. Semenyo, Frieder, Palmer. Oh yeah, there we go, Jason, good man. Palmer, good stuff. Anyone fancy Brentford defence versus Leeds? We'll leave that up for discussion there in the chat. Hello mate, next new gaming, new headache. Any suggestions? I'm leaning to Semenyo, Rice to Gordon. Plan is to wildcard 32. 3 free transfers for you. Get Palmer. There you go, all good there. 10 past 6. Semenyo over Rice. You might have money in Semenyo. Right, all good there. Abdullah, where are you gone? Here we go. 2 transfers planned to do only one. Thinking of either Iwobi for Sarr or JP for Haaland or even Jimenez, or a defender like Cash is only worth 2 transfers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haaland to JP and you're fine. Why is predictive text like this tonight? to JP and you're fine. Right, 11 minutes past 6. We're jumping between the two. Keep the questions coming here then as well. Rank João Pedro, Harry Wilson and Gordon for this week only. Harry Wilson, João Pedro, Gordon. Fatnik, hello mate, I heard that strike might be all pens because of recent miss by DCL. What are your thoughts on strike 1 game week punt? Don't think I would. I can see Brentford getting a good few goals in that game. 2 to 3 goals for Brentford in that game. Richarlison, we're considering not the worst punt, but only if it's a week. Fatney, do you think Krupi Jr. going to start? If you have him, just start him. Do you think Tammy or Watkins will start? Probably Watkins. Stay away from the two of them. OAM, my team was Lamens, Maguire, Thiaw, Van Berg, Sarr, and Wemo, Dewsbury Hall, Wirtz, Shade, Raul, Strand Larson, Dubravka, Haaland. Wow, Gahey, Gabriel with 2.5 million in the bank, 1 free transfer. Haaland 2, you need some Chelsea cover there. Haaland to João Pedro and Sarr to Palmer if you can at all. Let me know if you can. I'm playing my free hit this game. I only have 7 players playing. FTBL 07, get to 9 with a -4 and you're good to go there. Roll to have 3 free transfers next week. You can even get 10 with 3 free transfers, so go with that, especially if you're wildcard. Thoughts on Sarr and Strand Larson to Wilson, João Pedro for -4, then Captain Wilson. Go with that, yeah. Robert Malone in the chat, good man Robert. I have 11 players but Mukulele is 11th. I think he does play. It's a derby, go for it. Treslin play R from One Direction. I don't know what are you on about. Well, Niall, who's the captain for those chasing rank? Get Wilson on the armband if you're looking to get some if you're looking for a differential call instead of Bruno Fernandes. Right, here we go. 6.9. We're the -4 on Raul. Go for it there. Salah and Semenyo to Palmer and Mbeumo. Don't think so. Rumours of Mbeumo potentially rested, so don't. Right, all good there. 6:15. I need to look at my own transfers myself here. What are we saying there? Salah and Semenyo to Palmer and Mbeumo. Salah to Palmer, yes. Get Gordon instead. Get Gordon. You already have 2 United. Right, all good there. AX here, what are we saying? Any transfers? Dubravka, Anderson, Ukulele, Virgil, Bruno, Wilson, Salah, Rogers, Dango, João Pedro, Thiago. Salah to Palmer. Right, back to this. Scott, are you wildcarding next week? I'm wildcarding next week indeed. Do we need Palmer's? Already have 4 midfielders. Ekitike, Esteve, Hill, Virgil, Mukulele. Get Ekitike and leave off Palmer. So, right, back to this here. 71 watching us at 6:15. If you're new to the channel, we're jumping between Patreon and YouTube at the moment. Keep the questions coming. We will get back to everyone, don't worry. JC966, would you take out Semenyo if I plan on bringing him back in the wildcard? It would cost my team value of 0.3. It only depends if that messes up your wildcard plans later on. If you've no other bench midfielder, I still think I probably would do it. Patrick, good evening, dear fella. Hopes all is well. Patrick, would you do Rodgers to Palmer? Bit of a luxury move. If you've no other issues, go for it. Why not? Saw Doctor, you might have a software update on phone, Niall. Maybe I do. Saw Doctor, yeah, it's very annoying this evening, of course, in the week where it's very stressful. This is what happens anyway. Ruig by Thiaw or Tede. It sounds like Tede is a bit of a doubt for tomorrow, so go with Thiaw. Even go Anderson. Oh, you already have Anderson, that's fair enough, so I'd go Thiaw there. Frono, who is better to sell, Munoz or Timber? And would you go for Thiaw or Virgil? For midfield, would you sell Rice for Gordon or Szoboszlai Gordon? For forward, would you sell Haaland for Ekitike or João Pedro? Sounds like you don't have any Chelsea covers to get João Pedro in there. Maybe even Rice to Palmer, Haaland to Ekitike if you can't afford that. Frono, do let us know. 77 in the chat, which is great to see then as well. We're about, 56 off hitting 9k subs before the end of the stream. If you are watching and you haven't clicked subscribe, please go down there, click subscribe on the channel, and it'll be great to hit 9k subs or get close to 9k subs in the next 14 minutes or so. So get that coming in if you wouldn't mind, please, and thank you. Right, how are we on the likes? 53 likes. Once we hit 60, time for another pack then as well. It's nearly time for me to do my transfers on my team then as well. Haaland to João Pedro, go for it. Heinal, bring in Gordon for Semenyo or Pedro for Haaland. Pedro for Haaland, very tough decision. Shane, I'd go Pedro. Get Pedro in the team there. Who is better to sell, Munoz or Timber? Yeah, sell Timber maybe. Sell if you already have Gabriel. There we go. He's injured. He should be back for 33 though, or 32. Right, Michael, send team on Discord. Let's get you up here quickly then as well. Quarter past. William is in the chat there too. 5 free transfers. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players at the moment. Haaland. Here we go. Right, Haaland. Oh my God, this predictive text. Haaland, Guy, and Rice. And Rice to Thiago, JP, and Palmer. Right, Michael, let me know if you can afford that. William, what are we saying? Dubravka, Virgil, Esteve, Hill, Mukiele, Dango, Rogers, Bruno, Wilson, Haaland, Ekatike, Guy, Haaland to JP. That's what I'll be going there. Haaland to JP and... Right, 17 minutes past. We need to get locked in ourselves. Only if wildcarding next week, lads. Right, back to here we go. What's the Discord link, Mike? If you want to get involved with the Discord, all you have to do is just become a member on the channel. Just in the description below. I think it's €2, €3, or it could be a €5. I'm not sure what even it is, but that's how you get access to the Discord. Dan Dardis, keep up the good work, mate. Appreciate that. Love that. Appreciate that. Or if you want to go become a member of the Patreon, hop down there into the description there then as well. There's I think it's a €5 for the Patreon then too. Plenty over there then as well. Is that bad on the Hala money, Mo? I don't think it is. You'll be fine to get him back in, don't worry. What's the crack? Anderson, Bassi or Tiao for the 1 week punt. Anderson there. And Mbeumo to Gordon on free. That's too much of a luxury move. There's rumours of Mbeumo being benched, but I'd still leave him in the team there and hope he starts. Dan Dardis, Dubravka, Anderson, Hill, Virgil, Rodon, Bruno, Dango, Wilson, Mbeumo, Ekatike, Thiago. Transferred Haaland out for Thiago. Full starting 11, no chips used. Is that a good idea? Go for it. Yeah, get it done. Roberto, my team now is Raya, Gabriel, Rice, Haaland, Dubravka, Van Dijk, Anderson, Hill, Mukiele, Wilson, Dango, Anderson, Ekatike, Thiago. Sell Mukiele to Thiago or Hall. So you've got one... I'm assuming it's Dubravka, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with Mukiele. If it's for free, go for it. If not, don't sell him. Choose 2 from Bowen, Gordon, Thiago as 1 week punts. Always the attackers, Bowen and Gordon there. Get them in there. Playing wildcard next week. 1 free transfer. Pick Palmer or Anderson. Of course, that's Palmer. Easy decision there. Kieran, rank JP, Gordon, and Harry Wilson for this week only. Harry Wilson over JP just. Harry Wilson, JP and Gordon. That's what I'd be going for there. Get that done there. Right, good stuff. Few new subs there. Really do appreciate that. Keep the subs coming in if you haven't done so already. Go down there. It only takes a second to do. Click subscribe on the channel. And we're on the road to 9k subs. Trying to get there, so help us out if you wouldn't mind with that. Right. Transfer wise, what are we doing? Looking at this team, so Dubravka, Hill, Esteve, Virgil, Mukiele is 5, potentially 5 if Mukiele plays. 6, 7, Dango, Wilson. 8, Bruno Fernandes. Ekatike 9, Thiago 10. If I bring in Palmer for Salah, that's 11. But there is a risk of Mukiele not starting. So if I do this and then this, the -4, not ideal doing it, but we're bringing in 2 lads that are going to play. I could even do Gordon over Palmer. I want Palmer. Bringing in 2 Chelsea players, is that the best option when they looked piss poor, if I'm alright saying that, during the week then as well? Maybe not, but I do think it's worth it for their ownership, or the chance of potential hauls. That's why I'm looking towards those 2 lads. Gordon is okay. He's on penalties. He's just I had him in the team earlier in the season. I don't have fond memories of having him, so that's why I'm leaning away from Gordon there myself. Final team, Scott. Good stuff. Right, all good. Nice one. Right, Axe with the question marks. 2 transfers. Sorry, wrong team, brother. Dubravka, Hill, Mukiele, Esteve, What are you looking at there? Haaland to Thiago, Semenyo to Haaland to Thiago, Sem to Palmer. Get that done. Yes. Right, all good there. Bruno cap. Bruno, yeah, all good there. Michael, good man. With Salah no confirmed out, no bench option, better bring in Verts. Palmer for Salah. I'm wildcard, yes. Right, all good. 8 minutes to go. Jumping in between the two here. We're nearly on 1,000 views, which is great to see also. Back to the chat here. What are we saying? Yes, man, sell Mukulele for free. Better for Thiago. If you want to do the Mukulele transfer, why not go for it? I'm taking in João Pedro for a hit because I prefer João Pedro over Esteve. That's why I'm going for it there, to be honest with you. And I need to lock that move in. But am I starting Dubravka? I have to start him. Shane is right, yeah. Sorry, Salah to Gordon and Rice to Palmer. Khalid there. Are there any updates? Will Mukulele play? It's a wait and see tomorrow for Muke. I'd still start him anyway. Right, jumping between the two here again. Who's a fun 1 week punt for defender? Have Anderson already? Go with the Newcastle lads. Mo, no problem at all there. Would you consider Raul JP to protect rank? O'Reilly or Richard, Semenyo and Haaland to Thiago, Gordon, Palmer. Wow, a lot of questions here. Jesus Christ. Dubravka, Alderete, Anderson, 5 free transfers. Palmer, Thiago, Pedro. Thiago and Pedro all in there. Let me know if that's alright. Good stuff. Captain there, AX. Has to be Bruno. You have Bruno, yeah. Bruno. Right. 7 minutes to go. I did that move and Captain Wilson. No problem. Best of luck. Right, Andre, good man. Is that everyone got back to here? I think so for now. Can breathe for a second. Yeah, right, good stuff. 6 minutes to go. 81 people watching. Right, let's get back to the chat here. Verbruggen or Dubravka? Still think Dubravka. Save points. I think 2 will concede anyway. Am I starting Dubravka? I am, yeah. Marcus. I still have 3 free transfers. Dubravka, Virgil, Anderson, Thiago, Gabriel, Gahey, Rogers, Wilson, Bruno, Szoboszlai, Semenyo, Krupi, Thiago, Haaland. Thinking Ekatika for Haaland, João Pedro for Krupi. One free transfer left. Any advice? Haaland, Ekatika for Haaland, João Pedro for Krupi. 1 free transfer left. So what else have you then? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No need to do anything else, Marcus. There, you're good to go. What else are we saying? What about Palmer for captain? Palmer's not a bad shout. Bruno Fernandes, I've learned my lesson last week. Getting away from Bruno, just leave it on Bruno. Kelleher, Thiago, Van Dijk, Hill, Bruno, Wilson, Szoboszlai, Anderson, Gordon, Thiago and João Pedro. Thoughts, free transfer use, best captain option. Bruno, Wilson if you're chasing, Bruno Fernandes if you're protecting rank. Michael, what are we saying here? Let me just sort out my own team here quickly then as well, just looking at the time here. Need to get this sent in. What do I think of these, Michael, quickly? So Gordon, Dewsbury Hall, Thiago or Rogers, Gordon, Calvert-Lewin. First one, so Michael, if you're going for that. Right, let's get my own team sorted here. Palmer and Pedro. Isn't at least they're making the minus. I think this is the first -4 I've taken all season. At least they're making a big red thing on that. I'll be wildcarding next week anyway. Palmer, João Pedro, Mark Gee and Mo Salah out of the team. Mo Salah's getting booted out there. That's done. Right, -4, first -4 of the season. And I'm going to move Esteve to the bench here. Wilson, Vice. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't play, he will though. Grand, right. That's all good there. Bruno Fernandes, captain. I'm still playing Mukulele. Over. And then let me just send this in quickly. to the Patreon lads and ladies. Keep them happy out here. Right, all good there. Wildcard next week there. Let's send this in here too. -4 taken. Cover if on bench if Muke doesn't start. Right, all good there. 4 minutes to go to the deadline. How are we on likes? Are we on 60 likes for the next pack of cards? Maybe we are we? Cod Roberto, alright, thanks for the talk today, man. Have a nice weekend. Appreciate that. We're on 57 likes. We're nearly there. TL5 skills. 2 free transfers. Rogers to Gordon and Krupi to DCL or Welbeck. DCL is more secure with the minutes, but Welbeck being most likely to double in 33, or just roll and start Krupi. Roll and start Krupi, I think there. Start Mano or Krupi. Start Krupi there in case he does. Have a 10-member team. Do I take a hit to complete it, Gordon, or go for the 10-man team? Depends who you're playing over the likes for Gordon. If you're playing in a Stave instead of doing a transfer for Gordon, I'd prefer Gordon as getting more points than a Stave there. So maybe we're taking a hit there. Kelleher, Thiago, Van Dijk, Hill, Bruno, Wilson, Szoboszlai, Anderson, Gordon, Thiago, Joe Pedro. Thoughts, free transfers use only. Best captain option out of those. Bruno, safe pick. Wilson or Thiago there aren't bad shouts. All good there. 1 week punt fully. If I wanted a 1 week punt, I'm going to say Iwobi. I wouldn't mind Iwobi if for a 1 week punt. Bowen isn't a bad shout either. If you're going differential, if you want to look elsewhere, nothing wrong with going with that. Considering my third defender is Rodon, should I prioritise Thiago over Bowen? Always the attacker. Always get the attacker in. So Bowen over the defender. Go with that. Two free transfers. Semenyo to Gordon and Rice to who? Rice to Palmer if you can afford it. Get that done if you can. Bruno or Palmer for the captain. Still think Bruno Fernandes. Still think Bruno there. All good there. Mad different. Just hope Mukalele starts now. Mad differential. Need to make up 50 points in the leader of my mini league. Wish me luck. Gordon captain. Wow, Gordon captain. Would prefer Wilson or Thiago cap, but best of luck. Bruno. Right. What else are we saying? Do you keep transfers if wildcard and Leo? You will. If you got 3 free transfers there for now, you'll have them after the wildcard. Yeah. Dubravka, Verbruggen to start. I'd still go Dubravka, to be honest with you. Consider my third defender. Prioritise the attacker. Yeah. Szoboszlai or Wirtz or Iwobi. Szoboszlai if he's on penalties. I definitely shouldn't go Palmer for Rogers. Is it for free? If so, and wildcarding next week, I'd do it. Somerville or Abraham to start. Somerville is ruled out, so if you have Somerville, get him out of your team there. Szoboszlai or Wirtz. Szoboszlai this week. Let's make sure the team is locked in there. All good. Bruno Fernandes on the captain. Joe Pedro and Palmer brought in for a -4. First hit of the season, I'm nearly sure it is. Bruno captain there, Wilson voice, all good there, and that's going to be the deadline. Did we hit 60 likes? Is it time for one last pack before we go? Let's see if we did. 56 likes, that's alright, we can save the pack for the next day. Anyway, that's another deadline gone. I think it's our first hit of the season. Green Arrow in a blank game week is going to be tough with a -4 taken, but I do think it was worthwhile bringing in João Pedro instead of having Esteve, or even if Mukalele misses out, we can have Esteve into the team there as well to make 11. So I think that's fine. Come and Pel, Galia to Hatabu, Saw Doctor 1998, good man. Let's see how we get on tonight against Rovers. Best of luck for the weekend. Shade for the Airman, Mr. Donald Moore. Great to see you as always, man. Hill or Rodon? I would have said Hill for the DEFCON. I think both will concede. Better chance of Hill getting DEFCON. I think he's pretty much a cert to get DEFCON tonight, considering he had it at halftime last week. But yeah, before you go, do drop a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. Do consider clicking subscribe on the channel. And that's another deadline stream out of the way. Best of luck for the week. Thanks for the advice, David. No bother at all. But yeah, right. I need to set myself up for this United game then as well. Get dinner cooked, etc., etc. So let's see how we go with that then as well. Right, we're going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Best of luck for the week. Click subscribe if you haven't done so already. Help us out. Help us to get 9k subs. That'll be very much appreciated. And hopefully your hours will be green this week. We're going to leave it there. Best of luck for the week. Era boo. We'll see you in the next one.